Welcome. In this video, we're going to look at solving a system of linear equations where we have a special type of dependent solution. So in this additional example, we're going to talk about infinitely many solutions. Now, as you may recall from a previous video, infinitely many solutions occurs when the two lines are the same line. But pretending we don't know this, let's look at what this would look like working out the problem. Now, here we have a system of equations, two variables, two equations. Y equals 3x minus 5, as well as 3y plus 15 equals 9x. Now, I can choose to use the elimination or the substitution method to solve these systems. Since I already have y in terms of x, we're going to use the substitution method, and we're going to sub this in for y. So what that gives us, we have 3 times my y value, we said, is 3x minus 5 plus 15 equals 9x. So distributing, I have 9x minus 15 plus 15 equals 9x. You'll notice plus 15 and minus 15 will cancel. I have 9x equals 9x. And it's pretty easy for us to see here that these are exactly the same, but I could continue dividing both by 9 if I wanted. I have x equals x. So in this situation, we have an identity. And this means that they are the same equation. When you have the same equation, that means infinitely many solutions. Infinitely many solutions to us means that x and y can be any value. But does that mean I can choose just any set of x and y? Can I just write my answer as x, y? Well, the answer is no, because y is dependent on x. So if I just said it was x, y, I could maybe choose a point like 217 and say, well, that's a solution because that's any random value for x and any value for y. And would that work? If I said 17 equals 3 times 2 minus 5, does that give me a true statement? And that gives me 17 equals 1. That doesn't work. So how are we going to write this ordered pair such that we have a dependent y value? In this situation, x can be any value we want it to be, but y, the y value depends on x. And so that means we need that y value in terms of x. So what is y in terms of x? My dependent solution would be that I choose some x and my y value is found by calculating 3x minus 5. So that would mean if I chose the ordered pair, chose x to be 1, my y value would be 3 times 1 minus 5 or negative 2. That would give me a point on the line. So my dependent solution is found by writing my y value in terms of x. So I could pick any x, but y value is dependent on that. Now, just to expand on this, if I had been working through this problem right here, and maybe at this step where I ended up with, say, 17 equals 0, that is a contradiction. That would mean there would be no solution, that we were dealing with two parallel lines. So if you've got two lines with the same slope, they would be parallel, and parallel lines never intersect. So when you get an answer equal to itself, that means infinitely many solutions. And if you get an answer that really doesn't make any sense, that's going to represent no solution.